Okay, grade 9s, we're almost done. So, welcome back, and this is linear equations 11. So as you can see, this is actually just another ratio equation. This time it's like a ratio equations with brackets, I guess you can call it, but the other name I gave it is just ratio equations 2. Okay, so let's get right into it. Okay, here comes your first example. How do we do this? How do we get this? Now you'll see from these examples that sometimes the mental math is really not as easy as it used to be anymore. Okay, so just from this example alone, just have a look at it. If you want to pause it, can you actually guess what this x might be? Okay, it's a little bit harder, but when you see the technique, solving this is actually pretty easy again, I hope. This is, again, like a ratio equation, so really it's a ratio equals another ratio, so the technique from linear equations 10 will actually work here. So just use the cross multiply technique again. And you'll be okay. So in this case, 5 will multiply with this x plus 2. Oh, I guess I don't need this equal sign here. 5 times x plus 2, which is going to be equal to 2 times x minus 1. And what do you have here now? Doesn't this look familiar? Isn't this solving equations with brackets on both sides? Sure, yeah. See, no big deal. So now you got to do the distributive property for this side, 5 times x plus 5 times 2. Okay, so I'm not going to skip a step here. 5 times x plus 5 times 2 on this side, and then 2 times x over here minus 2 times 1. Okay, so let's simplify this a little more. You're going to have with here 5 times x is 5x, 5 times 2 here is 10, and this will be 2x, and this will be 2. And now you have solving equations with variables on both sides. You're going to subtract the 10 from both sides. Give me just 5x here and 2x over here, and this negative 2 minus 10 will be negative 12. Subtract this 2x from this side, and this will give me 3x equals negative 12. And finally, divide both sides by 3. Answer is x equals negative 4. Yeah, the steps are getting a little longer, but you know, as long as you endure through it, you know, you should get used to it, and it should be pretty easy. And now the check part. I'm going to rewrite the original equation, not any simplified equation, the original equation. Okay, x plus 2 over 2 equals x minus 1 over 5. We're going to substitute our negative 4, wherever we see that in x. Like this. And see if we actually get a number equal to both sides. Okay, so in brackets here is negative 4 plus 2, which should give me negative 2 over 2, and over here will give me negative 5 over 5. So what is negative 2 divided by 2? Negative 1. Negative 5 divided by 5? Negative 1. So our answer is correct. Okay, let's try maybe a couple more examples. Okay, so here's your example number 2. Okay, how about 8 minus x over 2 equals x plus 2 over 3. Again, ratio equations, ratio equals another ratio. The cross multiplying technique will work here. Okay, so on this side I'm going to get 3 times 8 minus x, and on the other side I'm going to get 2 times x plus 2. Okay, so now I'm just going to do the distributive property it's called. Okay, So this time I'm not going to give you an extra step. This is just going to be 3 times 8, which is going to be 24, and 3 times negative x, which gives me negative 3x. Over here is 2 times x, 2x, and 2 times 2 is 4. Solving equations with variables on both sides. Nothing new. Okay. Again, I like my variables on this side, so I'm going to subtract this 24 from here. Do it on both sides. And I'm going to be left with negative 3x over here and 2x. What is this? Negative 20 on this side. Okay. And subtract 2x from here, subtract 2x from here on both sides. Then I'm going to get negative 5x on this side and negative 20 on this side. And now, finish this off. Let's just divide both sides by negative 5. And our answer is positive 4. Okay, now let's do the check. 8 minus x over 2 equals x plus 2 over 3 is the original equation. So let's substitute this 4, positive 4, wherever we see that x. Okay, on this side we have 8 minus 4 over 2. And on this side we have 4 plus 2 over 3. And are we going to get equal numbers on both sides of this equation? Well, let's see. 8 minus 4 here is 4 over 2. 4 plus 2 here is 6. And it looks like we did this right, because 4 divided by 2 is 2. 6 divided by 3 is 2. And we're good. Okay, well, how about we just try one more example? Here's your next example. T minus 1 over 3 equals t plus 2 over 4. Let's put this in brackets for now. Let's do the cross multiply again. And so on this side we're going to have 4 times t minus 1 equals 3 times t plus 2. Multiply these in. 4 times t will give you 4t. 4 times negative 1 will give you minus 4. 3 times t is 3t. And 3 times 2 is 6. Again, variables on both sides. Let us add 4 to both sides first. Okay, so that'll be 4t on this side and 3t plus 10 over here. Finally, subtract 3t from both sides, and here we're going to be just left with t, and over here we're just going to be left with 10, or positive 10. That was an easy one. Check. T minus 1 over 3 equals t plus 2 over 4. Substitute our 10 where we see where that t is. So 10 minus 1 over 3. We get 10 plus 2 over here over 4. And this will be 9 over 3. And this will be 12 over 4. And it looks like we got 3 equals 3 on both sides, so we're good. That's linear equations 11. Stand by for linear equations 12. It is very involved, and it involves, believe it or not, lowest common denominator. So stand by for that. Goodbye.